This is problem 8-9 from section 8.1.1, part 1. Polynomials are expressions that can be written as a sum of terms of the form any number times x raised to a whole number power. Which of the following equations are polynomial equations? For those that are not polynomials, explain why not. Check the math notes box for further details about polynomials. Okay. So if we look at, some of these ones are kind of obvious, is what polynomials are. So polynomial, again, up here is a number times x to a certain power. And it has to be a whole number power. It can't be a half, stuff like that. Okay. So if we look at part A, that one has x's all raised to certain powers. So that one is going to be a yes. Okay, so I'm just going to circle them if they're yes. Okay. B, we have a number times x to the sixth, number x to the second, those are both whole numbers, any power, B is a yes as well. C, that might look like something, another type of equation to you. This is an exponential one. Okay, so it's not a polynomial, it's exponential because my exponent is a variable. That's not a polynomial. The x has to be the variable on the bottom. Okay, part D, we have x, the square root of x. Now that can also be written as x to the 1/2 power, which is not allowed. It has to be a whole number up there. So this one is no because it's the square root. Because it's raised to the 1/2 power. It's not a whole number power. Okay. Part E, we have a number times x to the first power times x to the second power. So this one's going to be a yes. Okay. F, we have x to a whole number power plus we have a fraction here. We have a fraction with an exponent on the bottom of that, okay? So really, like all this stuff is going to be to the -1 power if I want it not to be a fraction anymore, okay? So that would now, x to the -1 power, whole number starts counting it from 0, okay? So not including negative numbers. So this one is also no because it is a fraction with x on the bottom. You can't have that x in denominator. Okay, we could have x in denominator. We could have a fraction times x. That would be okay, but we can't have like x in the denominator of the fraction. Okay, part G, it says write an equation for a new polynomial function and write one that is not a polynomial. I think you can figure one of those each out for yourself. As long as it's following this format for the polynomial, and you could have a fraction exponent, a negative exponent, an exponent that's a variable. All those are examples that are not polynomials.